The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Black Knights of Houston taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Ravens had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. With Zay Flowers with it. And he's brought down. 16 yards on that one. Now Raven first. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops sounding good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Second and 11. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You look at this Baltimore defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He's going to leave this for his run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like there's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, Butler, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. Well, the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run with Hall. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They run it again with Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, shorts.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Black Knights are back within a score.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated grooves. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got room. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 23 yards the pickup there.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Touchdown.
Yeah, this is going to be recovered in the end zone. But remember, here in the final 2 minutes of the half, this can only be advanced by the man who lost it. So no touchdown. And this will come back out to the spot of the fumble.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
He'll buy some time right.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result.
The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, after the first quarter was just complete disaster for them, everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter two.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The final shot before break. Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here for their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass.
There he goes, left side. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And trouble trying the middle here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Jackson to throw.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. It's Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Jackson on 1st down. It's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They go with Chubb on second down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
A give. This is Chubb. Able to power through. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb,
his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights will add to their fourth quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Black Knights 30, Ravens 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
73 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here?
or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity, or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Black Knights use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw.
Flush to his right.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And quickly they get to the line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Yeah, certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they bring out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.